Welcome back to Easy English Girl Talk. We're so glad you're here for some listening and speaking practice.
Hey, welcome back. And if this is your first time here, welcome. You are in the right place. This is Easy English Girl Talk podcast, the show where two friends have real conversations in English so you can develop your listening and speaking skills naturally without even feeling like you're studying. And today's topic is perfect for that because we're going to talk about morning routines, specifically how to make your mornings work for your English. Exactly. I'm Leah, by the way. I'm Brazilian. I love coffee more than most people in my life, and I genuinely believe mornings are a form of punishment invented to test our character. And I'm Emma. I'm American. I love mornings, theoretically. In practice, I also need at least 2 cups of coffee before I can form a complete sentence. She says, morning person, like she's waking up at 5 a.m. with a green smoothie and a yoga mat. Emma, tell the truth. Okay, fine. I hit snooze at least 3 times, but then I have a very productive routine, I promise. Sure you do. Anyway, today we're going to talk about productive morning routines to improve your English. And yes, your mornings can literally change how fast you learn. Let's get into it. Okay, but before we get into tips, can we just acknowledge something? Mornings are hard. Like waking up and immediately being expected to function as a human being is a lot to ask. It really is. And I think the pressure to have a perfect morning routine actually makes it even harder. You see those videos online, someone waking up at 4:30 a.m., meditating, journaling, working out, cooking a full breakfast. And you look at that and think, who is this person? Where do they come from? Are they even human? Exactly. But here's the thing. You don't need a perfect routine. You need a consistent one. Even a 20-minute routine can completely change the energy of your day. And for English learners specifically, the morning is a golden opportunity. Your brain is fresh, you're alert, you're more open to absorbing new information. It's literally the best time to practice. There's actually research showing that we retain information better in the morning, especially language content. So if you're trying to improve your English, mornings are your new best friend, even if mornings are not your best friend personally. Yeah, even then. Okay, let's get practical. Emma, what's the number one thing someone can do in the morning to improve their English? Without a doubt, listen to English content. And I don't mean sit down and study. I mean just put it on while you make coffee, while you brush your teeth, while you get dressed. Passive listening. Exactly. Passive listening is so underrated. Your brain picks up patterns, pronunciation, rhythm, even when you're not fully concentrating. Over time, it adds up in a powerful way. I started doing this about 2 years ago. I stopped listening to music in Portuguese in the morning and switched to English podcasts. At first, I understood maybe 60% of what they were saying. Now, it's almost everything. And that's exactly the point. It's a gradual process. You won't understand everything on day one, and that's completely okay. The goal is exposure, consistent, daily exposure. Another thing I started doing, and this felt a little strange at first, is like thinking in English in the morning. Like instead of thinking, que fome, preciso de café, I try to think, I'm so hungry, I need coffee immediately. That is such a good habit. When you think directly in English, you cut out the translation step, that moment when you think in your language and then translate. Once you start thinking in English, everything becomes faster and more natural. It takes time, but it works. And the morning is perfect for it because your mind is still quiet. No noise yet. That's Such a beautiful way to describe it. I try. Okay, here's another habit I love. And this one only needs about 10 extra minutes. Morning journaling in English. Oh, I've tried that. I was terrible at it. What happened? I wrote like 3 sentences and then had an existential crisis about my grammar. Wow, that is exactly what not to do. Journaling is not about perfect grammar, it's about fluency. You're training your brain to produce thoughts in English without stopping to correct everything. So just write freely. Just write 5 to 10 sentences about how you feel, what you're planning, what you dreamed about. Anything. It doesn't have to be deep. It doesn't have to be correct. It just has to be in English. Okay, I can do that. Today I woke up tired. I want pancakes. I am not ready for this week. Done. Perfect. That genuinely counts. And over time, those 3 sentences become paragraphs. And your writing and speaking both improve together. Small steps, real results. I love that. You know, Emma, I feel like the people listening to us right now are the kind of people who actually take their English seriously. Like, they're here on a podcast listening to us talk about morning routines in English. That is already a habit right there. It really is. And that's the whole idea behind this channel. You're improving your listening right now just by being here. It's a little sneaky, honestly. If this conversation is helping you, or at the very least making you smile, it would mean so much to us if you hit like on this video and subscribe to the channel. It helps more people find the podcast, and it tells us you want more content like this. Okay, we talked about listening, thinking in English, journaling. But what about speaking? Because that's where most people completely freeze. Yes, speaking is the hardest skill for most learners. And a lot of people avoid it because they're afraid of making mistakes, which I completely understand because I lived that. I used to practice a conversation in my head 100 times and then completely blank out when it was actually time to speak. What helped you break that habit? Honestly, talking to myself out loud in English in the morning. Okay, explain that because it sounds a little intense. It's not dramatic at all. You just narrate your morning. Okay, I'm going to make coffee. I need to put the water on first. The weather looks nice today. Maybe I'll open the window. Just small, simple sentences out loud. And that actually works because you're activating your speaking skills physically. Your mouth, your pronunciation, your rhythm. It's like vocal warm-ups for a singer. Exactly. And it builds confidence because you start to realize, I can do this. I can speak English, even if it's just to my coffee maker. Your coffee maker is your most dedicated conversation partner. It never judges me. It's great. All right. Before we wrap up, let's talk about what not to do in the morning if you want to improve your English, because some habits actually slow you down without you even realizing it. Oh, this is important. Number 1, don't start your day scrolling through social media in your native language. I know it's tempting. You wake up, you grab your phone, you open Instagram. Guilty. We're all guilty. But if the first content your brain consumes in the morning is in Portuguese or Spanish or whatever your language is, you're already pulling yourself out of English mode before the day even starts. It's like, you know, when you're trying to wake up and someone turns all the lights off again? That's it. That's exactly what it feels like. Perfect analogy. So instead, try switching at least part of your social media to English. English accounts, English creators, English news pages. You don't have to stop scrolling. Just scroll in English. Small change, big impact. I love it. And number 2, don't skip review. People often want to learn something new every single day, which is amazing. But if you never revisit what you've already learned, it just fades. Your morning routine should include a little repetition, a flashcard app, a vocabulary list, anything. Spaced repetition is real and it works. Even 5 minutes of review in the morning makes a real difference over time. Okay, quick recap because I love a good recap. Your English morning routine can include passive listening while you do your usual tasks, thinking in English, journaling freely without worrying about grammar, speaking out loud to yourself, and switching your content to English. None of these require extra hours in your day. They just require a small shift in habits, and that is totally doable for anyone. And remember, the fact that you're here having a conversation with us in English right now is already part of your routine. That's exactly what this channel is for, to help you develop your listening comprehension and your conversational English in a natural, relaxed way. Just two friends talking, no formal lessons, no grammar drills, no pressure, just real English conversations that you can actually learn from. And maybe laugh a little too. That's the magic of it. And before we go, we want to hear from you. Drop a comment below. What is one thing you're going to add to your morning routine to practice English? It can be something we talked about today or something completely different. We read every single comment and we love hearing from you. And if this episode was useful or just fun, please give it a like. It takes 1 second and it helps us so much more than you might think. And if you're not subscribed yet, now is the perfect moment. New episodes every week, real conversations, real English, everything your morning routine needs. See you in the next episode. Bye! And remember, coffee plus an English podcast? Best morning combo ever?